Have you ever wondered about the mystery of maintaining your influence in the endless game of existence on this wide stage where every action is analyzed and every victory is questioned? There is an ancient knowledge that resounds louder today than ever before. The tendency to overreach is becoming your greatest enemy. We live in an age where envy creeps up from the most unexpected places, waiting for the opportunity to turn your accomplishments into your worst nightmares. In this context, the ability to keep your secrets becomes a fortress, protecting you from those greedy eyes that are eager to see you fail. It's not just about hiding from the world, but a battle for your survival, for securing your peace, and for protecting your well-being from the shadows of those who secretly desire your downfall. It is time to open your eyes to a reality that many choose to ignore. Secrets of the shrewd mind. There are secrets that a discerning mind never reveals, not out of fear, but out of strategy. In this arena we call life, information becomes your most powerful tool. By revealing your vulnerabilities, plans, joys, and riches, you inevitably provide your opponents with the bullets they need. All those people behind the hypocritical smiles and greetings. So, have you ever wondered what secrets should be kept exclusively for yourself? 7 Secrets of Self-Preservation. You are on the cusp of a study to discover these mysteries, namely 7. Let's start first. Don't give up your essence to fit into another person's life. Changing your existence to fit in with someone else, like Noni, is ridiculous, unnecessary, and essentially stops you at every step you try to take in their direction, alienates you from your own path. You lose your rhythm, your direction, and eventually your understanding of your purpose. As Seneca rightly points out, to be everywhere is to be nowhere. By constantly adjusting to the expectations of others, you end up losing your identity in the world. So here's an alternative. It's time to stop trying to be a spectrum of colors to please everyone. Brave, the colors bravely don't shape your life around other people's expectations. This is the moment to go your own way, to wear your own shoes, to be authentically yourself. Your existence is not a transaction or a game of exchanges. You did not come into this world to live according to someone else's script, but to be the author of your own great story. I invite you to leave a like and, if you like, a comment. This is vital to us, as this is how YouTube recognizes and supports our educational channel, allowing us to continue to grow and share knowledge. Secondly, don't sacrifice your well-being by becoming overly involved in someone else's life. Allow your existence to shine in the orbit of your life. Focusing too much attention on someone else obscures your vision of your own horizons, causing your goals, aspirations, and identity to fade under the shadow of their needs and desires. It's tantamount to pouring all of yourself into the vessel of another's life, forgetting your own light. It's time to break out of this orbit. Stop being a satellite in someone else's world and start being your own sun, lighting your own way and existing as the protagonist of your own story. Always remember this and don't let anyone put out your light. Third, never sacrifice your emotional well-being and joy. Sacrificing your mental health and happiness for someone else is tantamount to burning down your own house to keep others warm. It is a suicidal and completely futile action. By ignoring your well-being for the sake of others, it is you who find yourself turned to ashes while they enjoy the warmth. Aristotle made it clear, our happiness depends solely on ourselves. By pursuing happiness at the expense of your own peace of mind, you surrender control of your happiness to someone else. You are constantly trying to make them happy, while finding yourself immersed in unhappiness yourself. Step forward and take back those keys. Your mental health and happiness are untouchable. They are not currency to be exchanged. Stop being a victim in the story of another. Become the protagonist of your own story, protecting your peace and joy with determination. It's time to put on your mental armor, fortify yourself, and fend off any attempts to take your happiness away from you. Remember, you are the guardian of yourself, not a doormat. Do not give yourself away from your loved ones to please others. Removing yourself from friends or family because of being absorbed by someone else is similar to self-harm by cutting off the branches of your own life support tree. Each of these branches, represented by friends and family, have been with you through happy and difficult times, creating valuable connections that nourish you and contribute to your growth. They can limit it, causing you to wither and perish. Isolate yourself from those who harm you and cultivate your support network. Your friends and family are irreplaceable. They are the roots and framework of your life. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. Hold on to those who have always been there for you. Fifth, stop spending too much time on other people as if they were an infinite source. Dedicating every moment of your existence to someone else is tantamount to pouring hours of your life into the void. Every moment you persistently invest in others is a part of your life that disappears with no possibility of return, along with the priceless value of that time. Time is your most valuable asset, not a joker to be placed in the casino of others' needs. The thinker Seneca put it correctly. It's not that we don't have enough time, it's that we waste a lot of it. Immersing your time in another person is tantamount to wasting the treasure of your existence. It is like owning a fertile field of gold and choosing to spend your days in someone else's desert. That's why it's crucial to reclaim your time. It belongs to you, not them. Stop making them the axis of your world. Balance is vital. Allocate your time wisely. Value it and use it for activities that contribute to your growth, happiness, and fulfillment. Remember, you are the architect of your time. Don't let it slip out of your hands for the sake of someone who may not appreciate a second of it. Sixth, don't reveal every aspect of your personal history or expose the darkest chapters of your existence. Unchecked sharing every detail of your past with someone is tantamount to giving them a detailed blueprint of your most valuable treasures and hidden vulnerabilities. Your past, especially your most difficult periods, is sacred. It represents the intimate journey that has shaped you through the vicissitudes of life. It is not material for public disclosure, subject to entertainment or criticism by others. Zenon and Cleinias observed in his time that in moments of weakness, we are subject to the assault of ideas and fears we thought we had overcome. By revealing every secret of your past, you voluntarily reopen old conflicts, making yourself vulnerable to manipulation and exploitation by others. Therefore, keep your most intimate secrets in the sanctuary of your being. Not everyone is worthy of having access to them. Share what you feel is appropriate, but guard the essence of your personal journey. It is your story, your strength, your loan. Be sensible and selective, for the stories of your life belong solely to you. They are not meant to be capriciously consumed by others for their own pleasure or entertainment. Seventh, don't agree to perform activities you don't like just to please others, especially if it goes against your personal beliefs. It's like wearing a shushka of comfort by agreeing to an activity you detest. Not only are you giving up your preferences, but you are betraying yourself. It is tantamount to repainting yourself with colors you dislike. Epictetus put it correctly. Happiness does not depend on external events, but on our attitude toward them. The moment you start acting under pressure from others instead of following your beliefs, you are headed for the accumulation of resentment and erosion of self-esteem. So drop that mask. Stop automatically agreeing. Learn to say no to what doesn't resonate with you. Your existence is not a stage where you have to play roles to please the audience. Stay authentic, true to your essence. If something doesn't match how you feel, ignore it. Remember, you are the protagonist of your story, not a minor character in someone else's. Now, we move on to uncover 7 powerful benefits of silence, a key tool for keeping secrets that can be the key to your success, foster healthier relationships, and lead you to a more fulfilling existence. Imagine having the ability to notice aspects and nuances that normally escape your attention. Silence is not just a pause. It is a powerful tool that sharpens your perception, much like a magnifying glass focuses the smallest details in an image. Ancient sages deeply understood this ability. Seneca, a prominent figure of Stoicism, said, "Silence is the fence around wisdom." This means that silence preserves and nourishes the wisdom that arises from careful observation and understanding of one's surroundings. In our daily lives, each of us has experienced moments when important details slip away in a meeting where we missed critical information or during a conversation when we didn't really listen. These miscalculations can lead to misunderstandings, mistakes, and missed opportunities. The key to success lies in the power of silence. As you embrace it, you will see your ability to observe and concentrate increase like never before. Consider silence as your personal lens on life, improving your ability to concentrate in a way that sharpens you as an observer with a piercing eye, extremely aware of even the smallest nuances and details. Don't let important information slip away from you. Practice the art of silence and you will emerge as a master of observation and sustained concentration, making the world clearer and more defined than you ever imagined. The ultimate tool for emotional management. Learn how to become a master of emotional management by choosing balanced responses in tense situations. Taking a moment of silence is equivalent to hitting the pause button during a tense scene in a movie, giving you a critical moment to think before responding, thereby encouraging considered responses instead of spontaneous ones. This space becomes a haven of calm in the midst of chaos. Silence is not limited to an external pause. It invites you on a journey deep within yourself, giving you the opportunity to explore your emotions and understand the origin of your reactions. This journey of self-discovery is the beginning to true emotional mastery. Mental countdown. Remember the old advice to count to 10. Silence acts as your internal countdown, giving you the necessary time to regroup, thereby avoiding impulsive actions and words. With silence, you can turn an instant reaction into a considered response. We've all experienced regret over words spoken in a moment of anger. Silence serves as your safety net, allowing only the most reasonable and considered thoughts and expressions to come out, filtering impulsiveness and allowing clarity to prevail. Silence is comparable to the reins that hold raging emotions in check, guiding them in a constructive way. Think of it as an emotional navigation system that keeps you on the right path, avoiding impulsive deviations. Energy saving. Realize how silence becomes your primary tool for conserving your precious life energy, directing it to the truly meaningful aspects in your life. In the constant hustle and bustle of everyday life, we often get caught in a vicious cycle of endless activities, where every action and every word spoken gradually depletes our energy reserves. However, this is where silence acts as our hidden bastion, a barrier against the attacks of fatigue. Think of your cell phone when the battery is almost dead. Surely you wouldn't waste that last charge on trivia. Similarly, silence establishes an energy-saving mode, allowing you to devote your valuable resources to what really matters. Great teachers of Stoicism, such as Seneca, have already emphasized the critical importance of conserving our energy. Life is a debt if you know how to use it, he declared. Understanding and managing our energy as a finite resource requires wisdom. In this way, silence acts like hitting the pause button on the fast-paced world around us, giving us a chance to recharge, reflect, and rejuvenate. It prepares us to meet the significant challenges of existence, ensuring that we never work ourselves to exhaustion. The value of silence. So, when you are tempted into a flood of words and feverish action, remember the value of silence. It is not a stop along the way. Guarantee that you will always be ready for the true challenges and adventures that life offers. Embracing silence is a choice for lasting endurance and constant readiness for whatever life unfolds before you. It is the secret to a fuller, more centered, and deeply satisfying existence. The power of decision-making. In your life, through excellence in decision-making, learn to use silence as your strategic ally to make prudent decisions that are in harmony with your goals. Think of your decisions as puzzle pieces that, when wisely put together, add up to a magnificent picture of your existence. In the daily hustle and bustle of life, we often find ourselves immersed in an ocean of urgency that requires us to make hasty decisions. However, making decisions hastily, without a moment of pause, is like swimming in the dark, counting on luck to find the right course. In contrast, silence brings clarity and precision. Masters of Stoicism, such as Epictetus, emphasize that our decisions pave the path along which the most correct choices are formed in silence. Reflection and decision-making. You are given the opportunity to reflect, evaluate, and align your decisions with long-term ambitions and underlying principles. Here, you assert yourself as a leader of your path, moving with determination and purpose. So when you find yourself faced with choices, don't rush into decisions or jeopardize your future. Use silence as your guide in your decision-making process and watch your ability to choose meaningfully improve. Step by step, make silence your companion and witness your own transformation. Building credibility. Be the commander of your ship, moving with confidence and clear vision through the seas of life. Explore how silence can enhance your authority and the respect others have for you. The fifth win lies precisely in asserting your authority, where silence acts not only as your inner source of strength, but also as sovereignty. Think of life as a stage where you are the sovereign of your kingdom, and silence is your royal insignia of distinction that emphasizes your authority. Think of yourself as the leader of the team. When you speak, you attract attention not through fear, but through respect. In this way, silence is your majestic presence that demands attention and respect from those around you. Stoic wisdom and the power of silence. The Stoic philosophers, the perceptive minds of the past, recognized that according to the proverb, with great authority comes great responsibility. Seneca, one of the foremost thinkers, emphasized that true authority is based on wisdom and restraint. In our daily interactions, there are often times when we want our words to sound powerful, whether in a meeting or during a family conversation. In order for your statements to retain their authority and impact, it is crucial not to dilute them with outpourings. In this way, silence enhances your authority by acting as a volume control that increases the impact of your statements. When you choose to speak, your message becomes profound and memorable. Silence ensures that your speech will not be tedious to your audience, but instead will captivate them with important statements. Consider silence as your strategy for cementing the authority of your realm, the means by which you master the art of effective communication. You command the decibels of your voice, but at the expense of the wisdom and influence your words carry. Thus, silence does not mean passivity. It is your chosen tool for preserving peace and harmony. Embrace it as your bastion in the face of unnecessary conflict, and observe how it facilitates calmer and more constructive interactions. It becomes your pathway to mastering quiet diplomacy, avoiding disputes and promoting understanding and unity. Avoiding unnecessary conflicts. Learn how silence can serve as your shield against arguments and become a bridge to understanding. The sixth benefit of embracing silence is the ability to avoid unnecessary conflict, using silence as a mechanism to bypass unnecessary skirmishes and preserve harmony. Think of life as a battlefield where conflicts are hidden traps ready to overrun you. Silence is your armor, protecting you from falling into them. Consider it like a game of chess where you plan your moves with care. ChatGPT. To avoid threats acts in reality as a tactical pause, giving you a chance to think about a response before reacting, thus reducing the likelihood of getting drawn into arguments. The Stoics, with their profound wisdom, recognize that with great power comes great responsibility. Seneca, one of these prominent thinkers, emphasized that the effective exercise of power requires prudence and self-control. In our daily lives, we encounter situations where, for our words to have impact, whether in a work meeting or during a family conversation, in order for your words to retain their power, it is crucial not to dilute their impact with excessive chatter. Silence amplifies your presence like a volume control that increases the resonance of your statements. By speaking, your words gain depth and leave a mark. Silence ensures that you don't overwhelm your audience, but instead captivate them with balanced statements. Consider silence as your tool for cultivating peace. In moments of silence, you have the opportunity to listen, understand, and find common ground. Silence becomes a bridge that connects different points of view, helping to resolve conflicts through dialogue rather than confrontations. Thus, far from being a sign of passivity, silence is the preferred tactic for promoting peace and understanding. Embrace silence as your defense against unnecessary bickering and observe how it promotes calmer and more constructive interactions. This is your strategy to emerge as a diplomat of calm, avoiding confrontations and promoting understanding and unity. Before we get to the last point, if you like this content, subscribe to the channel. We have a lot of chaotic wisdom we'd like to share with you. Increasing respect. Silence becomes your means of gaining respect by demonstrating that you are someone worth listening to. Imagine, in the vast theater of existence, respect as the applause you seek to receive. Your silence is an action, a tangible evidence of your character that naturally earns respect. The Stoics, with deep wisdom, understood the intrinsic value of respect, following the principle of leading by example. They believed that through virtue and living a life consistent with their principles, respect becomes a consequence of their behavior, faith, and admiration. The fruits of agreement between what we say and what we do. When you avoid unnecessary noise, your words gain more meaning and your actions gain more visibility. In this way, silence becomes your strategy for attracting respect. It acts as a spotlight illuminating your actions and words, allowing them to stand out with clarity and power. When you speak, your voice is not perceived as mere noise, but as a statement filled with authority and dignity. Silence ensures that you captivate with communication, precise and meaningful statements. See it as your passport to deep recognition, where your calmness, wisdom, and maturity shine through naturally, attracting respect. Thus, silence does not mean remaining in the shadows. Rather, it is a means of standing out and getting the recognition you deserve. As your tool to rise in the grades, watch your actions become a living testament to your integrity and values. This is your moment to make a commitment. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you find these tips valuable. Consider sharing it with those who need it and voice your opinion in the comments section. Must be spread out to flourish. Comment, "I am a Stoic," and I'll know you've made it this far. Now, which path of Stoicism will you choose, right or left? You've got 2 Stoic videos you'll love. Until next time.